Hello, my dear students, and I know you all are doing very hard work for class test 2. So, here I am going to revise chapter 4 so that your work of revision will be little easier. Okay, in this chapter we are going to discuss all the important points related to the reproduction of the animals, and I hope this video will help you to revise this chapter. So without any delay, let's start this revision. First of all, reproduction in animals. Why the reproduction is important? Because you all are knowing every living being is having a certain lifespan, and after that they will disappear, they will die. Okay, they will die and they will finish. So we will also become old, and after certain time we will die. So we have to reproduce of our own kind, so that in the next generation or after some time when I will not be there, the kind of my species will be present. And this is only the reason why the animals or the human being or every living thing used to reproduce, so that they can be present on the earth, their species can be present on the earth. Okay, this is very important for the survival of the life on the earth. First, we are going to discuss animals that give birth to their babies. We all are knowing the different type of animals that give birth to their babies, and they also take care of their babies. But the babies are present inside the body of the mother before coming out. Okay, the animals that give birth to their babies, the baby first develop inside the body, and when the development is completed, then they used to come out. Okay, this is opposite of the egg laying animals. Okay, egg laying animals, first the eggs are laid, and then after the baby is developing inside the egg, out of the body of the animal. But the animals who are giving birth to their babies, the babies are developed inside the body and then it is coming out. This is the basic difference. When these are coming out, initially they are very weak, and the mother has to protect their babies. They teach their babies how to protect from the enemies, how to feed themselves, how to clean themselves, and how to find the food also. Okay, initially when they are baby, they are very weak and they are not ready to fight against the enemies, or they are not ready to go outside to find the food. So at that time, their mother and father animal used to help their babies so that they can survive. Okay, they look after, they clean them, they keep them warm. Okay, and they take care for a long period of time. Especially mammals are the animal that take care of their babies for a long period of time. Next is one more point. Mammals are those animals, okay, that feed their babies with their own milk and they reproduce their babies. Their body is covered with the fur and hair, okay, and they are having well developed brain, and also they are warm blooded animals. Next, we are going to discuss about the animals that lay eggs. These animals are first laying egg, and then after the baby is developing inside the egg. First of all, egg is out of the mother's body. Okay, the birds giving the egg, and that egg is outside of the body. Then after, they used to sit over the egg so that the baby can develop inside the egg. This process is known as incubation. When they sit over the egg, after the during the incubation process, the baby used to develop inside the egg. Okay, and then after the baby comes out. This development happen inside the egg, where in the yolk. As you can see, there are many parts, and there are the several stages of the development of the baby. Initially it is like this, and till the last the development is finished. So there are three parts of the egg. First is eggshell, the outermost covering protective layer. Second is albumen, the water-like substance, and the third is the yellow part, the innermost part where the baby get developed. That is known as yolk. Okay, and from here only the baby are getting food also. Next, we are going to discuss about the life cycle of the frog. As you can see, the frog is laying many eggs at a time that are like a jelly and that are known as a spawn. After some time, after 14 days, the eggs are hatching into the tadpoles, which is very small thing that look like a fish. Okay, and during the life cycle of the frog, they go through with the several stages. First is spawn, second is tadpole, third is froglet, and fourth is adult frog. Gills are having only the tadpole is having gills as a breathing organ only, and initially they don't have leg. After some time, only the back legs are developed, and then after the front leg used to develop. Okay, the next stage from the tadpole is froglet. There their breathing organ is lungs, and their tail becomes shorter and shorter, and at the last it become adult frog that are ready to take part in the reproduction. Next, we are going to discuss about the life cycle of the butterfly. As you can see, the butterflies are also laying egg on the leaf, generally on the lower part of the leaf. Okay, they are laying many legs, and out of those eggs, they are laying, not legs, they are laying eggs. Many legs are laid, and out of that only few babies are coming out, other are spoiled, okay, or eaten by some of the animals, or it is destroyed due to the weather condition. If the egg are protected very nicely, after some time the worm like structure comes out from this egg. Okay, and the process of the life cycle starts. Okay, as you can see, the different stages are there in the life cycle of the butterfly. First they are laying egg, and then the caterpillar, the worm like structure is known as caterpillar. Okay, this you are seeing, these are worm like structure, and these are known as caterpillar. Okay, it is also known as larva of the butterfly. Larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar. The caterpillar the next stage of the caterpillar is the pupa. As you can see, this is the motionless stage of the life cycle of butterfly. Here they don't eat anything, they don't do anything. Okay, they just go through the change inside the pupa. Okay, and when the development is completed, a beautiful butterfly used to hatch out from this pupa, or the cocoon also. So there are 4 stages in the life cycle of the butterfly. First is egg, second is larva, which is known as caterpillar, third stage is pupa, which that is the motionless stage, and the next is a beautiful butterfly. Okay, so this is the complete metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the complete transformation of the animal. Life cycle of the frog is also the example of the metamorphosis, and the life cycle of butterfly is also the example of metamorphosis, because in these two life cycle they go through with the several changes. Understood? So I hope you all have understood, and these two are the most important life cycle of this chapter. But again, I am telling to you, I have only covered the important topic of this chapter, but you have to read each and every line of the chapter so that you can score very good marks. Okay, scoring marks is not an important thing only. Okay, if you will study each and every line, it will help you in the future also. The concept will be clear. Okay, and you will score the good marks automatically. Okay, so don't worry, don't think only I have to score the good marks only. Okay, but you have to get the knowledge also. Scoring marks is a good thing, but that time you should know about that also, and for that you have to read each and every line of the chapter. So I hope you will follow all the rules, you will follow all the instruction given by the teachers, and you will do very hard work. All the best for class test 2, and I wish you will score very good marks. Thank you so much.